Hello, welcome back to Owen's Games. We're back in Katamari Land. We've made a star once, we made a star twice, we made a star 3 times, and now we're going to make another star. Buenos dias. Have you ever been to Spain? It's our other homeland. We hope you can visit during the days rolling, like that's possible. Oh yes, almost forgot. Oh yes. A royal present for the hardworking prince. That's what we were getting when we lost it on Earth. Wallet, keys, rings, hopes, and dreams. We lost it all. Must be around somewhere, so roll it up while you're at it. Sending things to Earth. Sound programs, beauty, light, cosmos, Big Bang. So today we're going inside the house, which is a shame because I much prefer the town, but it's the house and the gardens and the environment, so we have 10 minutes to do it, and any longer than that, and even the king of all cosmos can't be expected to wait. We look forward to a nice Katamari bite-sized prince. So you can only pick up thumbtacks for the moment, looks like. Thermometer, mahjong tiles. Lately I've been playing a little bit of Katamari Damacy really for our videos. I bought Advance Wars Reboot Camp 1 and 2 for the Switch because I never actually played the original on Game Boy Advance, and I played a substantial number of missions. I played enough missions, I think, like maybe 8 or 9 to get a feel for it, I think. But no, I don't think it's for me. I like the strategy of it. I think it does play well. The presentation is good. It's interesting, challenging, but I suppose that really brings it down for me is the fact that you're not. If you compare it to something like Fire Emblem, which is also an intelligent systems game, is also a strategy game, and plays like Advance Wars. Fire Emblem just has a lot more character. I've been kind of not particularly interested in the latest Fire Emblem games because I think they're almost too character focused. They're almost too focused on, pairing the characters off and pitting legendary characters against new characters. And yeah, that doesn't really appeal to me. Even Awakening, is it Awakening? The very popular one on 3DS that got a lot of people back into it. I thought that was kind of boring enough. But I like Tree Houses, and I love the older games like Blazing Sword and Sacred Stones, Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn. They're all fantastic. And I think the focus there is more on the maps and the strategy as opposed to the characters. I love the characters in those games, but they don't need a whole lot to make them very interesting. Some characters are played differently. They look different, and they have nice little conversations with each other. I think that's enough. It's gotten a bit too much in games like Engage. But anyway, that's all to say is that even if I think Fire Emblem has too much character these days, Advance Wars has very little character at all. It really just has talking heads and conversations, and there's no real. It's not really interesting to have one tank, it's one helicopter. When it's two characters facing off, even if we don't know much about them other than their names and their type of character they are, it's a bit more interesting. There's a bit more personality to it. Advance Wars is a bit bland by comparison. You just have a bunch of blue tanks and helicopters against a bunch of blue tanks and helicopters. We're not picking up anything here. Come on, we need to to work on this. But yeah, so I played enough of it to get the sense that that was the deal, that it didn't have enough character for me. And so yeah, it was traded in, unfortunately. There was the time when I wouldn't trade in any game, but in the last 10 years or so, I've bought so many games that some of them just have to, they're not all 100%. So I'm also about 3/4 of the way through LA Noir, and that's another game that has potential to be amazing. If it was the case that you could enter lots more of the houses and buildings and shops and properly walk around, I think that would be such a good game. It would be so much fun, you know. But as it stands, you can only go in a handful of houses and shops, and it's just a little, I don't know, it feels a bit empty as a result. Okay, now I might have a better chance. Yeah, so I think a little bit empty, I think, LA Noir, and some parts of it are really frustrating. For example, the driving is, the cars handle very badly, and that's probably authentic, but it also means that if you don't have the siren on, then you could bump into anything could bump into you. Sometimes the cars actually go out of their way, I think, crash into you. And that would be fine, except for the fact that you're penalized for it at the end of each chapter, so yeah, that's not very fun. You know, if you could crash into things and break cars and not be penalized for it, that would be so much better. I'm not picking up anything here. What is going on? Everything seems too big. I'm losing so much. Can't pick up anything. I'm only picking up matchboxes and snails and things. What can I pick up that will give me an edge? There's magnets over here. This is another one of my favorite songs from the soundtrack. Really like it. And again, it's different to the songs you've heard so far, so it continues that trend of really Katamari being its own very diverse genre. I'm only at 3 minutes here and I have so far to go. I completely messed this one up anyway. Now we start. Cucumbers. Is there more some of those cucumbers I can pick up? That might be another thing I can pick up next time. Okay. Yeah, still a very long way to go. See, once you hit a certain height or width or length, sorry, size, it gets a lot easier then. You can access more areas. Okay, this is going very badly. 60 seconds left and I haven't picked up anything. Is there... Maybe I can just do this and that'll be a way of resetting it. Let's try again. No, space mushroom cousins. I don't know what you're talking about. Make a star 4. Okay. So yeah, Advanced Wars went back to the shop, and Eleanor is very good. There's a lot to like about it. It should be technically, in theory, one of my favorite games ever because I love that film noir style and the old Hollywood style. But yeah, it's very clunky. Even on Switch, I think it runs quite terribly. Whenever Cole Phelps has to run, it's really feels like he's running through treacle. So I think, yeah, maybe on another console I would have run a bit better. We're really reaching the phase in the Switch's lifetime now where it can't. Although this is published in I think LA Noir was remastered or republished in Switch's first year on the market, which makes it quite surprising. And it's a PS3 game, which it should be able to play. But yeah, it runs pretty badly, and it shouldn't. I think we're reaching the point in Switch's lifespan now where Nintendo can still produce very high quality games that use the console well, but other developers, I think, are kind of reaching their limit. So yeah, a Switch 2 next year maybe, I would think. I wish Nintendo would honestly push their efforts into creating a console that, as well as being unique in this way that the Switch is, this time, that I would wish they would put some power into it, like the GameCube, for example, compared to the PlayStation 2 or Xbox. It's probably less powerful than the Xbox, but more powerful than the PS2. But I would say that the games in that console were definitely of a par for its time. They weren't lesser versions. If anything, they were superior versions in a lot of cases. And that made it that really counted for something. I think it's why a lot of GameCube games have held, stood the test of time. If you take something like Rogue Leader, which is one of the first games released for the console, it still looks great. Games like Star Fox Adventure still look great. Wind Waker, Metroid Prime, those games all look great. They were definitely, definitely they weren't underpowered or anything compared to other consoles at the time. Whereas the Switch is underpowered, and that power isn't everything. For certain, for sure. But yeah, I think at this stage it's starting to feel its age a bit. We're on the PS5 and the Switch is playing games that the PS3 could play, and mastering a lot of games like this that are from the PS2 era. So Nintendo, if you're listening to this and you're working on the next console, I would like to see some games that show off a little bit of power compared to the Switch. That's not to say that there's a lot of Switch games that look bad or look underpowered, because if you take something like Pikmin 4 or Breath of the Wild or Odyssey, they all look very good. But I think other developers struggle a bit with the Switch. So yeah, I would like to see a bit of grunt power behind the Switch. I imagine that it'll probably be as Nintendo's motto was lateral thinking or with their technology. In other words, use technology that people know inside out and that is cheap to produce, but use it in an inventive way. Kind of thinking behind the Wii and the Wii U that this is kind of older technology. It's the actual BPU or whatever of the actual computer is, of the actual console is a bit behind, but it's being used in usual ways, like with the Wii Switch. This time, the Switch 2, I would like to see a bit of both. I would like to see a console that's powerful and is a bit unique as well. So we'll see. I imagine that'll be 2024 that we're going to get Switch 2 or talk about Switch 2 anyway. So we'll learn soon enough. Other than that, I'm nearly finished Link's Awakening on the Switch. I have about a temple or two left in that. I've Super Mario Galaxy going here on this channel, of course, and Goldeneye as well. I want to restart Super Mario Sunshine and Super Mario 64 because I have the All-Stars edition, obviously, that I'm using for the Let's Play. So yeah, they've been all great. I'm doing a bit better than last time, but I still don't know if I'm going to be able to get everything by the time limit. Got some data and shoes and kid shoes and eggs and different parts of the house, I think. 4 minutes. They really need to start picking up speed now here. Or I'll be restarting this in the next episode. And nobody likes seeing me do the same level over and over. See, when you really have a really big Katamari, you can just pick up stuff without even aiming almost. You're just grabbing stuff and sticking to it just by rolling around. As big as 19 of these. 3 minutes to do. Pick up a lot. We're still being a bit harassed by the cats. on, 2 minutes left. Make some really big pickup. Can I go back under there? No, I can't. And now stuff is shedding. No, I don't think I'll be able to do it. What is knocking me over there? Cars? Mm. 70 centimeters. Good, not good enough. I could pick up those plants maybe. If I can get out the door. Eighty centimeters would be the most we can do, I think. No, we didn't do it. That's quite a long episode for Katamari. Look, that was mediocre. That size is no good for a star, but it'll do for Stardust. You do tend to be wishy-washy at everything. Bigger than the smaller than the king. Is your body green? Yellow? Make up your mind already. Well, you get your Stardust today. But shape up next time. Quite terrifying. So he's added some bits of stars to the sky, but not really anything right home about it. So on next episode we'll try and get there. We're very close. 80 centimeters out of 100 is pretty good. 4/5 of the way there. So hopefully we'll be able to do it in episode 5 of Katamari Damacy.